Baby. All right, guys, we are back, and this week we are back with some Mercedes, very fancy, will it run action. The car, y'all seen, we bought it up in Kansas, and we brought it down. It was half covered in snow. I ain't even really went and looked at it since then. I went and looked at a wheel yesterday. But the car, we're gonna, well, this week has been it's been a crap show. The good news is, this thing's pretty well wrapped up, minus a piece of glass and a window regulator. And the giveaway truck's pretty much wrapped up, which means we are ready to proceed to new projects on the channel. Now, I told y'all we were gonna be playing with some Model A, and we may play with some Mercedes, okay? Little manipulation in the situation, a little change up, okay? So this week, I've been fighting being sick. We've been fighting being behind. We've been merchandising and all kinds of stuff. I need something we can get done, or try to get done. You never know what you're gonna get with the old engine. But our Mercedes, we're gonna start on it before too long. And before we ever really dive into it, you gotta do the will it run and see what you got. So that's today. A little curveball though. I thought the car had 14-inch tires. Come to find out it has 13-inch tires. So I tried to get a set of wheels for it yesterday. Turned out I got the wrong bolt pattern. After a little more research, that car should be 5 by 112. That's the same as like Lamborghinis, McLarens, you know. So if anyone has some Lamborghini or McLaren wheels laying around, I could use a set. I just need to be able to move that car somehow. And Sammy from St. Louis Salvage has got us those wheels. I texted him and said, hey, I told you the wrong bolt pattern originally. That was my fault. Anyhow, he somehow found a set of used 13-inch tires. Those things are like hen's teeth. They're just so rare. No one has 13s anymore, which, understandable. I can't believe that car has 13s. The car's down in the junkyard. I'll be showing you outside, but it's super windy and I don't want to lose our audio. The plan is to load it on the trailer. I think I'm just going to trailer it down there. We'll do some tire swap-a-rooing, and then when we get back, I can actually ditch the car up here. Now, when you're dealing with the Mercedes, you represent class, okay? We're gonna go represent class. With my high-end jacket here. Oh, classy. That out the way. Hey-ya! Put y'all right there in front of the Model A. Whether it runs or not, we got to be able to move the thing. We need it to be able to roll. So we'll see how strong that little rink-dink sway bar is. Just a cute little guy. All right, the shifter's doing absolutely nothing besides flopping. Little flip-flop anonymous. There used to be a lock in the column. I know it locked again. I just broke it though. I don't know if it's going to get over up on the ramps. We need to cut that away. Yeah! There we go. Now we're on. Whew! Still need to go that way. Just playing a little Russian roulette here. A little German roulette. She's a Mercedes. Thing's staring itself. Help! Help! I'm stuck. Doors won't open, windows are broke. Help! Help! Yeah, not my fancy jacket. Yep. No. We got it. She's loaded. Got her strapped down, but old tow pig here, she's a little flat in the front. Boy, it's always something, ain't it? Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rope and ride. Happy wearing my 6 shoes. Got my pony on cattle drive. definitely thirsty for some air. She was ready to go mud bogging. She only had about 7 PSI, do a little rock crawling perhaps. Hip hip. Still in the young girls' hearts. Just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I need to grab these to take back to him. Yeah. Yeah. Ha ha! Whew, flex too hard, got a little lightheaded. As I said, I can't believe you don't got no Lamborghinis or damn McLarens out here.
I know. I just sold the last one.
Decent sized block. You may just have to pop the caps, but I can get them. I figured it might be a little dusty back here. A couple spider webs. Also brought some looby dooby. Put some looby dooby on them. And they're a cute little lug nut too, only 17 millimeter. So we'll pull this one and put a jack stand there. Don't mind that rest. We're gonna pretend like we never. What in the world? They just run a piece of pipe through there? What is that? Oh, check out them finned brake drums. She's high performance unit. Well, bias plies, steel belted 30. Oh, can't get that one. I guess the more we go into the day, the more I'm gonna lose my voice. Here's pry bar. Careful now, don't scratch it. Trying to get it running today. We're gonna be doing good just to get the same homing in the damn shop. Already an hour behind. I had some Mexican last night, and let's just say it caught up to me this morning. You ain't gotta be a mathematician to put 2 and 2 together there, all right? It'll get you. Yeah, look at that little drum with the fins on it. Our shock goes right through our upper A-arm. It still has what do they call them? Bushings. Kingpins, I mean. Sway bar end links are bigger than the sway bar itself. What in the, that drops down to that. Cute little coil, small thing. Nothing on this car is overly beefy or big. Steering's back here in the rear. Looks like luxury to me. You done got her swapped quick. Now y'all think of that little trim ring there with the slots in it. Again, quite fancy. I swear that one was spinning. It ain't spinning very good right there. Uh-huh. Y'all see how loose that wheel is on there? Yeah. Them wheels. Look at that big old acorn on that thing. That'll be all. Cap may fall off, it may not. I still don't know why that one ain't rolling now. And I was scared for a second. With that extension in there, I couldn't get any of them. Good thing about them being tiny is they don't weigh nothing. Learned something new this morning. She's independent rear suspension. We'll look at that closer later. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. Sammy, I need a torch, a cheater pipe, or an air or something. Or some air. Or some bigger arms. For it to snap off or round off. Now we definitely won't get it off. Oh, I got it. I just had to stand on it and bounce some of that taco boy weight. jacked up the rear, jacking it, brought it this way. And now I can't get this in between there. I can barely get the old one out. Can't roll it neither. We shove the jack that away. It should take it that away. There we go. All right. Well, I figured y'all were tired of watching wheels and tires be swapped. A huge shout out to Sammy and the guys here at St. Louis Salvage. One, for finding a set of 13s on a like couple hour notice, and then two, helping me getting them on the car. Looks like we got a slick fitty meddling around here. Oh, Slicky Poo. Rupert's got some tires. I was not expecting to see him here today. That's a surprise. Pleasant surprise. Yeah, we can probably make it work. We're gonna get the GMC out of here. Get gone customs.
Got a hog cam this morning.
That nice little cold start where she just fired right up after sitting for 3 days, that's for the guy who told me to put the quadrajet down and step away slowly. It was clear I didn't know what I was doing. Sure don't look like it, does it? 1, 2, 3. There's like 5 vehicles on this property right now that has fuel injection. 6 vehicles. Not one of them starts better than that truck, I guarantee it. Not quicker or better. Dang, Slick done got the ramps down. Torola, the old Mercedes needs you. Can't see deadly out of here. Someone had to go play in the mud. Back into the GMC, no big deal. And we're actually gonna have to turn the Mercedes around because I need it to go nose forward. This was not thought out very well. Am I playing with death up there?
Yeah. Not ideal. Turn the wheel. There you go. That's better. Keep going.
Perfect. I seen that water and I was like, that ain't radiator, is it?
No, it's
this old push tire.
out of the tire.
I just like climbing ramps. Swapping tires ain't fun, so you have to have a little fun. Good golly, Miss Molly. There ain't nothing to hook to until you go up to the 2-piece rear end.
Dude, that is what? Why is there?
That's
spring?
independent suspension, sir. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. It's wild. It's got one knuckle on this side of the diff, like in it, and then it's got that spring. It's wild.
It's like a second grader drew it on the car. Like
The suspension was designed by a second grader. You look good in there, buddy. Good thing that tow roller was back there, because if we would just try to shove that off, that thing would have went. Of course, that shadow messed it up, but I let him come and just hit me right at the perfect time, and it wasn't too bad. Only thing now is,
pull the truck before you get the keys in it? Or?
yeah, we're gonna have to move the truck so we can do the turnaround job. Oh, she almost got stuck in the mud over there. And now I just gave away that the Model A ain't really there, didn't I? I tricked y'all earlier. I tried to trick y'all and say, I'm gonna set this by the Model A. Really, that was by the Model A. Wink, wink, wink. Don't y'all worry about what's going on, okay? It ain't yet time to let you know. Maybe it's sandblasted right now, who knows? For the floors, well, I know there's rust in the floors because I almost fell through the back one. Yeah, what floor? We might just have to take it out to Sammy's and crush it. Rupert has landed. Thank goodness for the tow roller. That thing is a trooper and a half.
Yeah.
I can't believe Bobcat ain't reached out to me yet to get this patented rig. The drawings and everything I devised when I built it just where they could start selling them. Sounded good. All right, let's have a look underneath this beautiful piece of German engineering I've been excited to see. It's like on that one side over there. I don't know what those are. Got one at the back, and you got one at the front.
Yeah, those are for jacking it up. Volkswagens have the thing where it goes in there and you jack the car up with it.
Oh, so that's for jacking it?
Yep.
Huh. Just a small amount of rust. Fender well, inner rocker, outer rocker, very small amount. Come over here, someone's got the rocker with the forks over the time. Our floors are super soft. Looks like there's so it's a unibody car or whatever. Ain't got a frame. It's got these mounts that tie up to the front. And
That's wild.
got your little, look at that little drive shaft. How tiny that thing is. She's a 2-piecer.
That's crazy.
Got the carrier bearing. Look at that real big 1.25" exhaust on her. She's a high flowing, big horsepower unit. And yeah, there's the duct tape floors, or looks like someone put a little fiberglass on it or something. Whoa, look at how that attaches at the
Whoa, yeah, that's
transmission.
it's like a newer style car.
That's got the old 3-bolt flange rubber yoke unit deluxe of some sort.
Look at the exhaust mount. That's
She wasn't going nowhere.
no. They said we ain't no tire wire on this thing. Or wire or
Tie wire?
tire wire, yeah.
No, but we can have regular old jump wires to get her started. Someone was doing some rigging on it. Got a shock dampener on the steering there. We kind of got to look at this stuff some. Oh, battery cable there don't look terribly old.
No.
That's a good sign. Brake hoses are actually somewhat rubber still.
It's pretty cool. They got like their fin drums.
Yeah, it's got some real cool fin drums on it. Look at this back suspension though, guys. So, of course, you got your diff. So what I was trying to say is your diff's on this side. You can tell your ring and pinion gear's over here, and then it swivels here. So there's a knuckle probably in there of some sort. Then you'll see these mounts for the coil spring, but then there's also coil springs on the A-arms, or trailing arms, not A-arms. Got some type of joint where it's basically a ball up there. So that's all that braces that? One arm?
Well, it's got this thing.
The shocks?
This thing up here too. I don't know what this does really, but yeah.
Well, that's stabilizing there. Boy, I guess. You know what I know? I ain't a German engineer. I'll just shut up. But surprisingly, those bushings and stuff are all in really good shape. This thing just holds in with a hope and a prayer that it'll stay back here.
When we picked it up, Dylan was like, I don't think you guys can lower this thing with a torch, because we were looking at the rear suspension.
Yeah, you just heat up all 3 springs.
Heat 'em all.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around how what springs are taking what load, or are they rated so they all kind of share a load? Who knows? That's a setup I ain't ever seen before. Dang. Oil pan has a little sump on the front that bolts on to the oil pan. Here's a little generator.
This is weird too.
Yeah, that's a mount that just a way to.
It looks like a leaf spring mount or a leaf spring for your. I don't know.
It's just a little strap to tie it together. Core support has a slight amount of rust into it on that side. Well, yep, this side too. Oh, and yeah, someone was doing some fiberglass and repairs. That's weird. They shoved a bunch of fiberglass in there and it didn't stop the rust.
Just rusted around it.
Whoa.
E-brake.
Yeah.
Crazy.
E-brake.
Giant cantilever thing.
You pull that away. It whoop that away. Oh, got a nice electric fuel pump up there. Oh, she's got a block heater. I see the 120 plug.
Is this yeah, that's a mount. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the motor mount, buddy.
That's nuts.
She's all there.
Oh, both sides.
Yeah, they acted like this thing weighed a lot or something. I think she has some. I don't think that's going to open for us. We better just look from the top before we break something. Right here, she's got hydraulic clutch on her. Oh, is that oil filter housing right there? That thing's cool. Aluminum, couple fins on the bottom. Won't really. Oh, there's a petcock in the side of the motor so you can drain her come winter time where you ain't got to worry about freezing her up.
That looks like it takes a small block Chevy fuel pump over here. See it? Looks like a small block Chevy.
Oh, dang. Don't tempt me with a good time. Yeah, she got that custom delete plate.
This is also weird too, I noticed. So this is hard lined.
Oh, yeah. Got a banjo bolt with a hard line all the way. So the hard line wraps around the spindle area and then comes over here to a rubber line. That thing goes way up there. More rust in the floors. That sucks. I really was hoping to not see super rusty floors. But we don't even really know what we're getting into here. We're just now seeing for the first time with y'all. Note to self, don't buy a car covered in snow, where you can't see much besides snow. Oh, let's bring this baby down where we can see how dirty she is inside.
Well, I thought we were gonna try to get this thing going, but every time I turn around, he's gone. I don't know what the deal is. Well, did everything come out all right?
Man, y'all think the rear end on that thing looks funny. My poor hiney. It's all right, guys. I may be spraying like a skunk, but Mama didn't raise no punk. And I may be glued to the shitter, but Daddy didn't raise no quitter. Seems like every time I walk over here, I just got to turn around and walk back. That's way too much information. I've been popping bibs all day. Let's try to pop the hood on this thing. See if we can figure it out this time. Last time it whipped us. There we go. Just a safety latch to the right. All right, there's that big old powerhouse. She's got the tiniest little one barrel that has an elbow that comes to the snorkel can. And then off the snorkel can, you got the actual snorkel. A little flapper. Oh no, that's a spring in there. Huh. We looked underneath here last time. Ooh, got some chewed up wiring. That may be fun if we put a battery in here. Might get a little spark show going. Looks like we got a heater hose that's actually hard lined. It's interesting. And it goes in over there and over there.
They got cantilevers for everything.
Oh yeah, everything's on a lever system of some sort. Can y'all see that one down there? It's gonna push. Then it's gonna pull this one. Then there's a cantilever right there that goes up. And then you finally get to your carburetor. The good thing is, can y'all notice, carburetor is free. We are happy to see that. I want to know where's the gas pedal coming from originally? Aha! Holy cow, that is a setup and a half. Boop, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop. So that right there is where she's got, why she has the block off plate. She's got a nice custom fuel pump added to her. Looks like red is your ground right here. Do not be fooled.
Typical.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And red is also your positive.
Red is also your positive. And I wonder what that was going to power. Something kind of important looking. Decent size wiring. A big old valve cover. A big old
cast aluminum.
Yeah, big old hunkin'. Ooh, knocked my head off. This is what I'm curious of. So here's what I was kind of curious about was maybe there's so many different little hoses going. I can't tell what's going. Oh, that's our heater. I see.
Oh,
all right.
They got her wide in.
Yeah. They'll keep her ready for winter time. It's our old vacuum advance right there. Of course, just a little point system distributor in this rig. Hydraulic brake, hydraulic clutch.
You got adjustable springs for the different.
Oh yeah, adjust her how you want her over on the fender well. It's all really complete, which is nice. That's fine. That's just a custom 4-piece radiator cap, pretty common. She may be empty. We did pull the old dipstick when we bought her that day. That being said, I don't remember how it was, but there's some there. It smells very old, but it don't smell like fuel or nothing. That may have oil in it from when they made good dinosaur fuel still. Speaking of which, when was this old? Oh, she don't have a license plate. I was gonna say, maybe we could see when she was last tagged, give us an idea. I don't know. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look how on the cowl up there it has a scoop. That way all your rain and water and dirt gets in there and it goes down and rusts out underneath your dash probably. That's really good stuff right there. Where do we want to start on this rig? I was gonna say step one would probably be see if she spins, but I thought we grabbed a hold of it up there. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's just spun. Very easy. That's good. Good indicator we have no compression. Well, she's got enough you can't spin her off the fan. Now here's a little plate with some information. We're gonna check that out after our quick reassembly here. Take some of that good dust to the lungs, see if it don't get you going.
You German?
Yep, right there. That's the Verlunkenstein. She weighs about $1.70.
That's kilogram.
Kilo, yeah. Yep, that's what that says. So that mirror Benz AG. Stu Guden get a guard. I was hoping there'd just be a date stamped. Now, of course, we could just throw a battery in this rig. You can clearly tell it'd probably just bust right off and we could take her around town quick. Or we could give her the works. We want her to be a good little car. So to do that, you know, I think we can get inside the motor to spray her with some lubrication down on the pistons, get them cylinder walls nice and lubed up. If we're gonna get in there, we might as well give her the borescope where we can see what we're working with in there, see if there's any hidden surprises. And we may, if we're gonna have all that crap out, we may compression test her, just where if we know she truly is the high performance rig she claims to be after seeing that race suspension in the rear. Look more like pre-runner rear suspension to me. We may have to.
I'll just bring Grant jump it.
We're gonna have to ramp it. Get your mobile workbench. Be careful with them old plug wires. They may be.
Actually don't look bad, spark plug wires.
Oh yeah. Dang, that unit looks new. Oh yeah. This dang thing, we don't need no dang heater down here in Oklahoma.
You say that, it was 5 degrees 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you know, we just make do. You just get her started just right and hold the throttle just right. She'll warm up eventually. Number one is a ton of fun. You ain't allowed. Stay on there. Oh my goodness. Is that a thermocouple or a wire? Because if that's a thermocouple, she's in bad shape. Oh, you feeling brave? Gonna snap the porcelain? Oh, gave her the right little pop. That one's gonna be fun to get on too.
Yeah, like, they always say German engineering. Like, who designed that? Put the distributor right in front of the freaking spark plug. That's a terrible idea.
That was coming from Slick. Don't y'all start no wars with me.
I'll start a war. I like German cars, so.
Yeah, you're the German fan.
This one's got a radiator though. It's not my type.
And get your short extension. Oh, she barely had any torque on her. That was not over torqued like that one rear wheel was. That one rear wheel wasn't gonna come off for nothing. Let's see. Oh, well, the outsides of these old champions may look new, but the inside, not so much. She definitely got some carbon buildup on there. That is most certainly gonna require a Pot County rebuild. Well, I hope she's a good one, Slick, because I don't know what we're gonna do feeling this fancy.
I might have to get a top hat.
I ain't felt this fancy since I first put the roof rack on the Torola. That's got some barnacles on the one side. Hey now, no cross threading allowed. We need you. Maybe not. She may run on 3. Oh, no. Got her. She's nice and dirty as well. There's your German engineering buddy. It went right on. Just need a 4-footer.
Just 4-footer.
This car makes me want to listen to classical music. They're lucky I didn't poop. We're spinning and pellets are shooting. Pating, pating, pating. Glasses breaking. Beethoven dropped some bangers back in his day. He knew how to get butt nasty on it. That's our cleanest one. Number 1's the high performance cylinder. All right, next up, Clean your borescope lens, kiddos, because we're going for a little look-see. Everyone wants to know why I like my little 4 cylinders. Half the work of working on a V8.
Yeah, if I had a 6-cylinder, we'd still be taking spark plugs out.
Dang right, we wouldn't even had time to dance. Go back into number 4 there. Still see some cross hatching on the cylinder walls.
Yeah.
Looks good right there. Top of the piston's got some carbon on it, but nothing too crazy or bad.
No rust up here like where it's been sealing, you know?
Nope, no rust towards the top. She's a
Humdinger.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
There's a little bit of pitting. Looks like
No, we didn't see that pitting. Just pull that back out there. Number 3. Same thing. Pretty clean. Little bit of corrosion right there. But overall,
not bad.
No. Hold on. Look straight down. Has something slapped the top of that piston before?
Well, yeah.
Right there? Is that something, or is that just the way the carbon's built up?
Maybe they got carbon.
Oh. From a distance, it looked like something had pinged around in there before. We'll find out.
It don't look like that. It don't look too bad. I think if it pinged around, it would be. Well, it looks like that. Look at that. Did you see that aluminum shavings over there?
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. Nothing to be worried about. She's gonna want to run for us.
Oh, hey, valve.
Yep, valve's open on this one. You can see the back side of it there. And then, same thing.
Yeah, walls don't look too bad.
Nope, she looks pretty good. And last, but not least, it should have been first, but it's not. Number 1.
A little wear. Nothing too crazy.
That corrosion's like tried to flake off there before. Dang.
Dang, she got some scars.
We're trying to talk to a camera over here. That's all right with you.
She might smoke a little, but she'll be all right.
Number 1 looks like she has some battle scars from back in her day.
Yeah, there they are.
But spark plug said it was the best burning one yet, so we ain't worried about nothing. It could look worse in there. Next up, we got the Croil that was on top of the toolbox. It prevents rust. It's for cleaning guns, gummed oil and grease, lubricating, air tools, you name it, this stuff will do it. It loosens the toughest stuck together metal parts or your money back. AKA, it's supposed to be good stuff. So we're just gonna give her a spritzing. That way that can go down there and play, I don't know, little games with her rings and whatnot. Let them start to soak. And then our next job is gonna be to get a battery and try to get her to crank. So, interesting enough, I said it looked like someone was messing with it, and that blue wire was down there. And actually, it does look like that blue wire was actually going to the back of our starter solenoid. So we should, all right, someone may have been messing with it in 1980. Look how old that wire is. Holy cow. So we'll definitely be able to hook our little starter switch straight to that. And she's top of the line, so I'm gonna give her the works here, all right? For most of her rigs, I'll just simply take our kniffy right there and do a little scraping, knock that corrosion off. But this car is such a rig that she actually gets the wire brush. I do not pay you to barely work on my car. I pay you to fix it correctly. Shoot, that thing looks honed out like them cylinder walls. Now, as far as our positive goes, I still don't know what this was ever going to. It's pretty heavy gauge, so it was going to something they thought was important. Get a 1/2 inch, buddy. She does have some rat droppings for us. Would it be on puddins.fab.shop if it didn't have at least a couple of them and dirt daubers? We're gonna try to minimize our arcing and sparking here. Since we don't know what to hook that to, we're gonna unhook it. I've been feeling weak the last couple of days. Being sick. Yeah, still feeling pretty weak. All right. Positive on. Be ready to watch for some sparking. No, nothing. Maybe I pulled on all them wiring just right to clear it all. Inside anything? No smell, no smoke. Smell a bunch of rat poop and rust and house carpet and bad decisions, but no fire.
Now let's see if the starter works.
Yeah, I'm gonna restrip that. I'm gonna restrip it and hook it to our you're gonna get old cars running, having a right here's a good friend. It's a good helper to have. And so some shiny new copper looks like. Well, no, it still looks pretty old. We're gonna fold that back on itself. That will actually maybe kind of half grip. And then we're gonna tuck that in there where hopefully we don't arc and spark. Nope, fell out already. Yeah, pushing that forward opened our clamp back up. So if all else fails, just wrap her in some good old electrical tape. Good stuff right there. And we can lay all that just across the engine. Clip that side. And please, please, please have a good starter on you. It ain't in gear, I don't think. Here we go. Go, baby, go! You damn right. Mm-hmm.
Smells weird.
That Croil spraying out of there smells good. You don't like that smell? It kind of like smells like Old Lady mixed with the Croil. Yeah. Don't worry about that little tick, tick, ticking I'm hearing. You spin it up at a couple thousand RPMs and that'll self-clearance and go away. In our compression gauge here, I wasn't sure if that was actually going to thread in there or not. I thought that may have been a funky thread pattern, but it seemed to tighten up. Now, before we start giving that hell, I need to pull off our custom cold air intake over here. That way we can get that throttle full opened up. Gotta make sure she's got maximum breathing ability. Is that a Phillips? No!
Oh no!
I almost lost it, but I found it. Best knife ever. Just in case y'all didn't know. Oh, dang it. Spinning the nut plate. And then wire strippers. I got a knife, some wire strippers, and I don't give a damn mentality, all right? Don't mess with a man who's been glued to the toilet for 3.5 hours. Ha ha! What the smell over? There she went. That one had a nice bead on it. It was not letting go. And that gets this nice and clear. Of course, we should floor it about like so to open up our blade. Simply insert your carburetor opener tool there.
Screwdriver's almost as big as a carburetor hole.
I know, I blocked it down there. I was like, I'm cutting off the air again. You drawing a 4-banger of fury.
Yeah, little tiny pistons.
Come on, cylinder number 4, let your compression soar. I don't know, we'd call that soaring, all right. She ain't no bald eagle. Probably about $1.10. Come on, number 3, don't be shit tea. There's the racing cylinder, $1.50. Number two, whoopity-doo! Damn! We're throwing down solid $1.65.
Golly.
Number 1, be a ton of fun. $1.65. She is a high compression rig, all except number 4. I'm checking number 4 again. Give me more, number 4. Nope, we're bypassing. I mean, just right there, it built up to about $1.30. That was from 110 the first go around. $1.50, $1.65, $1.65. Then we had a $1.10. Now we just got a $1.30. If you get a lower one like that, one thing you can do to test and see if it's your rings letting some bypass, you can fill that cylinder full of oil. And if your reading goes up after that, well, you know that oil's getting in there and it's helping seal up where your pistons are letting some go by. And usually you would want to do like a motor oil, something a little thicker. Me, being the Pot County engineer I am, we're just gonna go for some looby dooby real quick. And let's see. Oh, it's blowing out past it again. Well, she was trying. I think that O-ring seals when it wants to. Anyhow, I ain't gonna play grab butt with this. If you see your number shoot up, then you know you've got something going on with your piston ring. If not, maybe you got some carbon buildup on the valves or something. Maybe a valve's just a little out of seat or whatever they call it. You know, who knows? Either way, we've got plenty of compression for this thing to run and have some fun. You know what they say, new year, new jumper wire. Usually we just twist wires together. We're gonna actually make us one up real quick. So this 10 gauge, she's gonna be a big heavy duty unit, just in case we need to jump start a car. Keep laughing. She don't seem like she pulls much power. We may get it done. Reckon we ought to torch them and solder it. I'm just gonna pinch that in to just hold her into place. And we're gonna put some solder, and I don't have the best soldering stuff, you know, but it'll work or it won't. Let's move the aerosol can. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am so tired of having to take my bibs off. Dang, did you give her the high performance milk? A dab will do ya. Look at us around here being professional, actually. Hit it with the propane torch. Professional. So I'm looking here. I figure next we'll go to our spark. So I started kind of looking at some of our wiring. One, our ground wire going from our coil to our distributor is in superb shape, to say the least. And then here's our power wire feeding our coil. Then I noticed this one, and it looks like it's going down to the aftermarket tie wired fuel pump here. Then there's a ground there that's going over, but that's just sharing the ground body for our distributor. That goes down and ties to the motor for a good ground to the distributor. We'll have nothing to worry about there. But this wire going to our fuel pump, snip. I don't care if that fuel pump works, and right now I don't want it working. Because we don't know when it was last on the road. We don't know if there's actually fuel in the tank, and we don't know the small chance that thing actually works and then loads up our carburetor that you can guarantee we ain't gonna be able to get a rebuild kit for with some bad fuel. So we do not want that. So we can hook that to there. That's nice and dirty. So hopefully we get a good connection. And now when we hook this up, it is gonna backfeed whatever that all powered in the car too. So we may want to check for smoke again. And seeing right there, getting a little bit of spark off that. So either the distributor is ready to fire, and or it is backfeeding something else in the car. And it could be something as simple to some power to a radio or one switch or something. We don't know. Where are those, headlight switch? What do you mean something came on?
There's lights coming on.
That's the headlights? Yeah. We got headlights? Boy, howdy. Oh, baby. Oh, Robert, take me to dinner. And we can go to dinner in the dark. Before we could only go to lunch or breakfast. Of course, that ain't necessarily, well, if that's going down to the starter, I'm just looking to see if the starter shares. Oh yeah, it does. So that don't necessarily mean we're back feeding from that coil, because we got this right here being our positive distribution center that goes in and feeds a lot of these wires. Just my point being, as you go to hook up any of the wiring every step of the way, just pay attention that something ain't arcing and sparking. So a very simple first test could be to just pull our coil wire there, which is not in the best of shape. And we got a ground right there. So if she's sparking, we should see it.
Ready?
Going live. Holy cow. That'll knock you in the dirt, buddy. You get zapped by that, it'll put hair on your chest. Your babies be born naked. How are we not gonna have to clean points on this? That's impressive. Just me, Mr. Curious. I'm gonna pop these, break something. But how is, oh my gosh.
That's pretty nice.
Well, I mean, that copper looks nice, but I don't know. It kind of looked dirty to me for a second. Maybe just that rotor. Well, points don't look terribly old. They're working. Since I did pull that apart and that spark is kind of hopping around, it ain't gonna hurt us just to clean on them real quick. Obviously we wouldn't have to. I'm curious though, if we do clean on them real quick, if we can tell the difference on a hotter looking spark out of our coil wire. And that's what we keep these for. She's the old premium beauty buck 2240 fingernail cleaner shaper. Or you can take your screwdriver and open that up and pull your screwdriver and just wiggle that right in there. And just give points a nice clean job. You can see some of the corrosion coming off them.
Also, if you're on the side of the road and you don't have sandpaper or whatever, a penny works too. You can stick a penny in there, and dude, I've done it before. It actually does work.
Well, she's not work now that I cleaned them. Here we go. Sure enough. You should not clean your points or this may happen. You gotta be shitting me. Where'd you just teleport from? Well, we just had firing, Bill. I didn't even touch nothing, and then I was gonna just be wise guy and show them how to clean the points, and now it ain't firing. All right, I'm gonna disconnect our coil. We're not playing with lightning. And then I'm gonna hit these with the Mortsky flick. He's found out over years if cleaning on them and stuff ain't working, you can actually just flick on these things sometimes, and it seems to get them to seat better or something. It'll bring them back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. They're firing again.
See them sparking in there?
Now let's see. No, she looks about the same though. But we're gonna leave it alone before we mess them up again.
Don't touch it.
Our rotor, it's corroded as well. And we really proved that cleaning stuff for this helps a lot. So we'll clean that up and get it to be shiny brass again. And our centerpiece, clean it up. We're gonna put this back together before I break it anymore. Nope. Never mind, done broke it before I could put it back together. Should just slide down in there. Pop her on, pop her on. Disconnect this, because I don't want to ride the lightning. Pop her in. I said pop her in. Something. I think there's an old one broke in there or something. Give me that light. Woo. Yeah, we need to clean that sucker out. It's got dirt, weeds, all kinds of stuff down in there. Cover that carburetor up with your hand, Bill, if you don't mind, sir. Carburetor's rebuilt. That looks like 10 times better.
It does.
I seen 3 moths, 4 birds' nests, and an egg come out of that little hole. That thing was loaded. Pure silence as Slick performs surgery. Is that piece broke down in there, or is it a piece of the cap? I can't tell. Yeah, don't pull it out of there. Yeah, that don't fit, and it looks like there's one of them down in there. Because the problem here, but I'm afraid to pull that out of there. You see that?
Sort of.
See how it has 2 tangs on it, like this has 2 tangs?
Oh yeah, does look like something's in there.
Yeah, we need to get that out of there. Someone done broke one off in there.
I seen you guys go by. Did you see me?
Yeah, we seen
honked at
you. Oh yeah, there she
Everybody's
is.
driving squirrely.
There she is. All right,
Shut
now let's see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, guess who fits a little better? That's good, because it ain't never coming out of there again. That bit quite nice. Just gonna give our spark plugs a quick cleanup. Slick was looking for the last one. Y'all don't keep a spark plug in your front little hidey hole? I had it the whole time. A little brush though. A lot of that crap's coming right off, not fighting, so it ain't caked on too bad or nothing. Just a nice little rebuild there. Is this how you rebuilt spark plugs?
Hot County Deluxe.
Yeah. That ain't how y'all did it back in the day, Bill? I thought back in the day they rebuilt and cleaned and reused everything.
Back in the day, they had little sandblasters that cleaned the spark plugs.
I had one of them, they're a pain in the butt.
Still
This
feel
cleaned
that
up good.
shit.
I'm not even worried about spraying them down.
Don't overdo it. We already overdid it once on one thing and it quit working.
Yeah, I tried to clean up them points too nice and it didn't want to work. You know what I wonder on those points? If we didn't get a bad connection over here and we weren't getting actual
Power to them.
Yep, because I redid that too, whatever, after I flicked it, I redid that. So I bet you there was a bad connection over there now that I think about it. Bad connection will get you, because those points were dang sure touching and opening. So, but that over there, we connected it to where I cut it on that dirty wire. So Slick's getting us reinstalled.
Cross-threading all of them.
Don't you be cross-threading it. This thing is top of the line. This is our worst plug here. Holy cow, that electrode's nasty looking. She'll fire though.
We'll put her in the strongest cylinder so she evens them out.
A little equalization in this situation. What's wrong, Bill? You don't like the rat poop?
Nope. Tastes like shit.
You ain't supposed to eat it, Bill. Spark plug socket ain't got a boot up in there to actually hold that. So I'd like to make sure we're starting good and not just go for it.
Tight's tight, dog.
That's one of our high compression cylinders, though. We gotta respect it. I still can't believe 2 of these had a $165.
That's pretty impressive.
I was thinking anywhere from 90 to 120. That was gonna be my guess. Would be a good time to have fingers a little bit longer than what I got. Oh, I think she started. I also thought Bill was gonna make a comment. I thought he was gonna say he wanted something a little longer too, but he never got it.
I got it. I just not saying nothing.
Bill said you don't gotta wish for it when you already got it. There we go. Just go snug on them, don't overdo it. Pop your little plug wires on here. We did not have to worry about mixing them up because they stayed in this little loom for it, which is kind of nice and fancy. She's missing a bolt, but don't worry about that. Almost forgot to pop number 2 on there. We're just gonna assume the firing order is good because we have no reason not to. And just like all your 4 cylinders, 1, 3, 4, 2. Can I pronounce that?
Zungenfuss?
That's the
Zungenfaust?
That's the Zonenvolge. The Zonovolge. That's how you say it in proper German, Zonovolge.
1342.
Guys, I think we put some fuel down this thing's carburetor. I think it's gonna bust off.
Yeah, it should. It's got compression. We give it gas. It's got spark. It's only 3 things you need to make it run. Don't worry about that. We're gonna put it in right there.
Yeah, I know. When I was blowing this off, I noticed it's kind of cool. It actually has like, I'm sure that's a heat shield. But the way they made that little pan underneath there's
like a dust collector.
Yeah, well, it's like a little drain pan. If you're leaking a little fuel, don't worry. The drain pan will get it. But y'all can see our intake's right there. But the intake actually hooks to the exhaust manifold as well. So we're dealing with a lot of heat right there. I didn't get her blown off quite as good on this side, did I? I'm gonna finish rebuilding it real quick. Give her a good spritzing. Give her hell. Just make sure you get your local Bill to put his hand over the top to keep crap out of the top. Hold on. This conversation just took a turn. Bill said Kansas, land of what? And I said a-holes. And he laughed, said that's what I thought. Then I said, I'm pretty sure it's just land of Oz. And then they're like, oh, Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Like OZ, Wizard of Oz. And I'm like,
Kansas anymore.
I'm pretty sure if it was like that, they just put OZ. And they're like, no, it's copyrighted. They can't. And I'm like, pretty sure y'all's really overthinking that one. And Bill's response to that was, have you ever been to Roswell, New Mexico? So I don't even know where this is going.
They're all waxed. They're still wearing aluminum foil hats there.
Yeah, but what's it
That
got-
was
what's it
like,
got-
what, in the early 50s or late 40s that happened in?
You tell us, you were a kid then.
I'm
The,
confused.
the place is ruined because of that.
But the copyright, how's that to do with copyright?
No, I'm just saying that they're gonna coin it. They're gonna do that, the Wizard of Oz stuff. I mean, the Roswell had a UFO there, and dude, they're still wearing aluminum hats there.
Yeah, but
everybody
that's
in
not
there.
copyright. I'm so
Oh
confused.
no, I'm just saying. But
Bill's on one today. Hold on. Y'all just stop before we go too far. There's somewhere in Kansas, Erie, Kansas, and they have a lot of stuff just called Land of Oz. So I'm pretty sure it's
not
Oz. Oh, but who knows? Hey, Kansas people watching, what is Land of Oz? And I swear, if one of y'all comment, have you ever been to damn Roswell, I'm gonna lose it. All right, before we keep talking about Land of Oz, right here, let's get some Morsky's Crybaby Tears. So get her done 91. No, get her done 91. Guaranteed to whoop ass right there, baby. All right, guys. Like I said, we got spark. We know we got compression. Coil's hot right now. Jumper wire's hooked up. So a little get her done 91 right down her nozzle, down her throat. She may not take too much. We'll see. I can work the throttle safely from down here because she's got 14 levers. Go ahead and spin it, Slick.
runs.
Come on, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wide open.
Yeah!
Good run.
I'm
Woo! She's idling!
Spray bottle spraying all over. And looky back here, no smoke.
She sounds like she's running pretty decent. Was she smoking back there?
Nope.
No? Man, what a little champion.
She got
She
oil in
probably,
it?
yeah, it has some oil. Some old oil, but it's oil. Got some good smells coming off of her now that she warmed up a little bit. Of course, we want to try to hook up a better fuel system because it's going to be hard to drive it with my bougie Fiji water bottle underneath the hood. So we'll look at pulling off our old fuel system plus our radiator. We'll probably want to try to top that off some, see if we got any leaks or surprises there before we let it run too much more. And if you can remember, always unhook your coil. That way you ain't sitting there getting super duper hot. But, by golly, the guys, that was pretty textbook easy. I know we showed you a little extra because I like to do that. I like to see what we're really getting with the bore scope and pulling plugs and doing all that. But I believe on that one, I think we could have set the battery in it and put fuel down its throat, and I think it would have busted off. I think it would have been that easy. All right, Slick just popped that off there. Look at that little 1/4 inch inlet on that sucker. Tiny. Hey Slick, let's figure out how to pull all this crap out from here where we can just get it gone. Oh, nice. She's just mounted with some butterfly nuts. May have to move our battery from there. Of course, we had our one ground wire. Bill had come over to borrow a drill bit. He said he'll be back. He's gonna go for a ride later. Well, there's all that out the way. Spin, baby, spin. Oh, nice and crunchy. That is a unit of a fuel pump. Holy crap.
Shall we test it?
This thing looks like them pickup pumps all you diesel guys use nowadays. So these are Stuart Warner.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that a purple top on it? I wonder how old that thing is. That grounds it. She's dead in the water. And so there's your electric fuel pump for your hot rod, Slick.
Don't throw it away. I could rebuild it.
Sorry, Slick. Got
All right.
your fuel system, buddy.
I get it. It's what happens when year one don't see my parts.
Oh, here's our fuel cell. Still good. Getting a little sour. Maybe that'll help me breathe better. Mount it back there against all them bare wires.
Definitely.
That way it melts and this can be pushing against that carburetor. That was meant to be. See, that's ready. That's ready to go. We're gonna get her topped off here as you run it down the fender.
Gotta buff it later anyway.
That's to help protect it from the elements. That's good. Almost like a clear coat to preserve the rust and put natural patinas that Mother Nature worked years to develop. And all this other extra stuff is really good for when that backfires, it all goes up in flames.
Just a quick end of the day.
Now, since this is a little higher class than what we're used to working on, I'm gonna hit it with a brand new one here.
Gold?
Yeah, we cut no corners for this one. Not for old Rupert here. Just get your old friend zip tie. That is a rig of a zip tie right there. It ain't even gonna fit in them grooves, it's so big.
We'll go sideways.
You want to zip tie it to something that's a cone shape, so as you hit bumps, it can wiggle wherever it wants. Ha-ha! Ow! You want to bounce that off there and come back and run it across your knuckle.
Also, when it gets overheated, you can...
Oh no, that's for good vaporization.
Oh, I got you.
So as you pump out here, we're gonna heat that up where it atomizes to
Better.
peak performance. That one up there is definitely gonna need a clamp. She ain't got a barb or nothing on her.
This has a barb on it?
Yeah.
No, we're not putting something on it, yeah.
Not on the fuel line, hell with that.
Yeah.
Now we gotta get the old 1/4 inch on a 5/16. This one we ain't gonna have to worry about popping off there. We gonna have to worry about getting her on there far enough. Oh man, 2 steps forward, 7 steps back with our fuel system here. Give her a little torquing and she'll stay. Of course, rest of her fuel hose, you just drop into there. Next, we're gonna get her wired up. I got one wire. I done had that one up in the toolbox. Let's go get us another one. Doo-doo, doo-doo. She tangled up. Yep. Proper connections. We're feeling extra bougie this episode, aren't we?
I think it's the card.
Yeah, it's the car. It inspires you. Just radiates this high level that makes you want to do better. Be better. For yourself. Be better for your community. Put a safety retainer on here. And those can all run around to our battery supply. I'm gonna get a hammer here, because once Slick's ready over there, I'm gonna have them touch them. That way we can load the sucker up. Make sure to get our light here where I can see if we're flooding. If she's flooding, we're gonna give it love taps. She's chugging. She's chugging. I hear her full, spraying in there, getting filled up, whatever. Well, she ain't flooding none. It sounds like it kind of deadheaded. Let's see if the accelerator pump's doing its thing. I don't necessarily see any fuel spraying, so that ain't a good thing. Well, how come I have the worst luck with carburetors? We were talking about that around lunchtime. Mortski rebuild starters. I can't hardly have a carburetor ever do me good. At least she ain't flooding, I guess. I don't know. Let's try to put some fluids in her, and then we'll just see if it'll fire up and run off the fuel pump or not. Dang, Slick. Slick said water's water. They found that in the drain pan outside.
A little bit of oil in it, so it'll lube up the nice inside of the radiator real nice.
That's good. Pure organic. Very empty. Keep worrying we're gonna start hit the ground from having freeze plug or something shoved out of this thing. It ain't hit the ground yet. Don't you be peeing in that drain pan, bringing it back over here. Oh shoot, I think we had right at enough. I just overfilled it here. Oopsie daisy. The rubber's still good. It'll seal. This is just where you can change that spring rate if you want, Slick. If it's not quite where you want it, you just take it apart, new spring. All right, we're gonna see if we can get it running off the fuel pump. Coil's hot, fuel pump's on. I didn't see any fuel, so if it don't bust off, I may try snuffing it with my hand. That way it creates some vacuum and pull some fuel. Oh, baby. No, she's pulling fuel now. Get out of here! She's carburetor's carbureting. I'm sure it could use clean, but it's working. I need to get the idle turned up some. Idle down way too low. There's some big air breather box in the way though. Let's crank her all the way up. Then we'll take her. Ready? All right, try like that. Needs a little more. There you have it, folks. Something's kind of rattling up in there. Boy, you damn right. Sounds a little pissed off. Dang. It's telling you to get some oil pressure. That blinker's on?
Yeah.
There's trying. Look, we're blinking. Oh, man. Dang. Got the old Concords bumping. There's choke. Oh. Choke was hooked up. All right, we need to kill it. We'll return that idle back down. Yeah, I just shoved that choke in. She started idling way up. I was wondering why it was running with a choppy cam. Cackety, cackety, cackety. I was like, damn, come down, Rupert. I don't know what it's choking exactly. I can't see nothing moving over here. I mean, I see the lever moving, but I don't see nothing internally. So now that we know she's choked, We gotta adjust our idle back down. Push that choke in, sir. Now let's see how she runs. Kind of disappointing. She may be flooded. No, there's fuel in there. See what happens when we pull a choke a little bit. Obviously, carburetor needs some attention. See if we can fine tune that race carburetor right here. Up there backfiring for the car. Pa-pow, pa-pow. Well, she's doing the best she can with her old carburetor. It was weird because when we had it idled up before we shoved that in, it started running really smooth. I thought she was about to really smooth up on us. She did not. That's bothering me more than anything. Because I don't care if we have brakes. I don't care if we have a clutch, per se. But if we got to get her in gear. Take her for at least one hot lap around the field. Just some quick observations out here. We got water coming. I do think that was for me overspilling. I don't think we have a leak. Right down there on top of our oil filter, we have a leak. I don't know if y'all can see that oil starting to run down a little bit. There's also a slight leak right there. That has to be where it's coming up here to our gauge or whatever's up here. Oh, are you moving the shifter? Okay. One ball's broke or popped off completely, and the other one is sloppy Joe. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Yep, that ain't no good. And that ball's down there just slapping around. That ball's down there slapping around like it's in a game of volleyball, just back and forth wherever the hell it wants to go. So let's see. Slowly move that thing other way. All right. Now try moving it. Yeah, this thing's got some worn out bushings, or actually it has no bushing in there is the problem. All right, take it back the other way. Other way. All right, so that needs to go on there. We just got to figure out how to keep it on there. Push forward a little, or the other way, slowly. Nope, your other way. There you go, right in there. Just leave that like that. And that's pushing against a big old ground cable. So what the French toast. Now, obviously we ain't got time to put proper bushings, and I don't even know where you'd get that anyways, because ain't nobody gonna have a damn part for this thing, guaranteed. But do not be deterred. I've got tie wire. I've got a hope and a dream of driving this thing, even if we got to start it in gear, since it's got a hydraulic clutch. And if I was a betting man, I'd almost guarantee you the hydraulic clutch is no good. So all we need is a little bit of this and a hope and a prayer. Why is that just so far over? It's not even like lined up good. That's the annoying part.
What's behind door number 2 there?
Probably rat's nest.
Yeah, the rat's nest.
Oh boy. This isn't a hell place to try to do anything worth a damn. Wrap the loop around the ball and then kind of tightened it up. And then I pulled the rod on there, put a piece of it through the rod. I don't know. Ain't my best work, but I've done worse stuff in my day.
Hey, safety wire, safety wire.
I mean, as of right now, that ball's on there. That's more than we could say before.
Yeah.
Trim that way those little pokey parts get you when you go in for the second one here. All right, got that wire looped through there, through a rod. Pull it that way, we'll be able to twist her up.
Yeah, did you ever figure out what year this was?
No, I think it was made 15 to 17 years after the ass whipping.
After they rebuilt the plant after the bombing?
That's crazy to think about. This car being the early 60s, that ain't that long after the war.
Finish, synthetic resin varnish. Boy, that's not allowed in California.
It built about 17 years after we whipped that ass over there. Shift on her, Slick. Yeah, Yeah, you got something there. That wire's holding on for dear life.
That one's not wanting to go, is it? The
Bottom one ain't. If all else fails, spray it with lubrication. That ain't gonna hurt it none. See? Now he's shifting like a champion. You wanna lube her in the column? That way we make sure it runs out and all over your pants slick.
Yeah, that's fine. They wear pants.
We may have to jack her up in the air and check the bottom side. Make sure ain't nothing funky going on down there.
Yeah.
My voice is leaving, guys. It's leaving us. Sound like I hit puberty. Hey, Bill! What is it, Bill?
The rear end.
I knew you'd see that.
Monoshock.
No, it's got springs up here too, though. Ain't that
Damn.
weird? Or it pivots right there, so it's got one knuckle in there.
Yeah.
That's funky, ain't it?
Funky.
I got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
What do you mean you got it? I just got you up in there.
I know. I figured it out.
Oh, well, shift it down here.
First, second, third, fourth.
Oh, well, all I see is one thing going back
There's
and forth.
only one. That's
So if you say so.
second.
Third,
It just looks like you're going back and forth down here.
Yeah.
There's a,
weird.
no, there's another one on top.
Top.
Yeah, buddy, you're only shifting back and forth between one. All right, so this one here, that's the one that's being, she's problematic. We don't know if that's first and second or third in reverse. All right. Can you get first gear? You think that's first? Well, I reckon that's all we need since we ain't got a clutch.
That one into gear. Keep going. See, it goes to see, there's neutral, and it went into gear there.
All right, so we'll have her in neutral. We'll slam her to first. We'll hope for the best.
I hope it's first.
Hey, push the clutch pedal. Oh, clutch is all the way to the floor. Well, here's our slave cylinder, what's left of it, and yeah, that is toast. So we think we got first and second? First and second's good enough for me. Let's see. See, I think something's... You didn't see anything rubbing out there?
no, keep turning.
I can't. She's bound up. That definitely popped up in here. It's something in here. You can hear that in here popping. Ping.
Sticker like it.
Holy horn button. I'm trying to hit it. She got tension right there. They ain't doing nothing. But then it locks back. Because right there, there's some type of nub. Every time that makes it to that side. Well, no, that's supposed to be for the blinker switch. That's to turn the blinkers off. No, I think it's hanging up on something. And then you're seeing it shock jump. It's up in here though, Bill. Where's the key? Yeah, in a field in Kansas somewhere, Toto. Wonder if we pull the steering wheel, we could see some
For the
crud.
keys in the dash.
That's what I'm saying. There ain't no lock tied to this.
Yeah.
It's popping up in here though. Dang, eagle eye guessed her on the first time. Dang, AC works. Steering wheel comes off, that's nice. Thought we were about to fight that. No sir, says I. No. Snap ring, ball bearing. This don't do us no good. Pulled the rubber grommet for a blinker switch. Kind of hoping maybe if we just pull that out of the way and get some more eyeballs up in there. And this is the most efficient Phillips we got around.
Now turn it.
Hold on. Got one wire holder. Here we go. Where's that light at too? She's still bound up. That is shaking, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, did you see it?
Yeah. I bet see it does lock into it.
Oh my goodness, I would have never. So over there, they're running into something up underneath the dash.
Yeah.
Watch the key be in there. Shit. Just popsicle stick and bubblegum wrapper slick.
About the glove box.
Glove box is locked, you need a key. Come on, Bill. We need keys for this SOB. So Bill's blind.
Blind. Hell yeah. I just ain't got down to the bottom yet.
Slick looked over there and seen a key. I don't know, that's a Mercedes key.
It is if you got a hammer.
It says Hiffs or hoofs, holes, who knows? I don't know German. Come on. Ah, just tease me, why don't you? Yeah, break your key off in there, Slick. Oh my gosh, it went in there.
Wait. Come on, baby.
It ain't gonna do it though. He's almost trying. You did not just find them in the Mercedes envelope. Bill, you're the worst key searcher ever.
Huh?
Don't tell me we tore it up now.
Probably wrong key.
That might be for the trunk or something.
It's in the Mercedes package.
There, that has to go in there somehow. It'll work on the lock, Bill?
No.
Bill said they don't work on the lock, they don't work on the trunk, they don't work in here. What an emotional roller coaster of key searching. Found that Mercedes envelope and thought we were sitting good. Mercedes-Benz of North America, just teasing us. Someone thought they found the keys for this thing, said, I'll just throw them in the glove box.
Yeah.
They threw the wrong ones in here. Little did they know, they're gonna screw some Pot County-ins one day, because we really, oh!
You got it!
Boom!
Okay.
Don't turn it back over. Leave it like it is.
Right there.
Now try to turn it.
Yeah, she's lock free, baby. Nope. Well, it locked over there now though.
I wouldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you pull
give
it
me
back, you
some-
pull it back out.
Yeah, give me some looby dooby. It'd be nice if we could get her fire off on the key. That'd be fancy.
I don't think it will with all that wiring shoot up.
Now, especially considering there ain't a single wire going down to our starter solenoid.
Yeah.
So, oh well. It was a good thought while it lasted. What's important is we got some steering now with no popping. Because if you're not going to have clutch, you're not going to have brakes, you want to at least make sure you can steer without it locking a single direction for you. Hey, the plan will be, we'll back it out this way and I'll turn. We'll take the back that way.
Yeah.
Or then we can try to start and go that way. This is some rigged up stuff here. Yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah. I started the day with pretty low standards, so I'm not too mad at that. I think we may have ran out of fuel.
Pop the hood again.
It's working now.
Is it fuel? We got fuel?
Not hardly. Not enough to be hitting bumps the way we were.
Okay.
I need to top her off.
Great. Get that topped off and I'll fix this.
Get her a little more petrol. She popped off though and started going. I was like, woo! Lucky I didn't head straight to the Taco Boy. I don't think they sell sauerkraut there though.
All right, we got almost half a tank.
She ain't got no power. Oh! Runs good. I wonder if we're in the wrong gear.
Why?
Just because I had it floored and that's all I was doing was cutting.
Oh, yeah.
If I get it, it's gonna die. No. You don't like that sound, Bill?
No. Straight up needs to be a gear. Go straight up with it.
That's what I was in.
That feels like first.
Come on, Corolla. Go back. Let this thing roll back some.
Come shove me from the front so we have momentum start going. Then I'm gonna hook a horseshoe around that way. Just need a little momentum. Now we're good. We got a good downhill there.
Yeah.
Now. She pushed good, didn't she, Bill? I knew she would.
Your tire was stuck in the mud too, and so was one of his. Your back one on that side.
That one was spinning.
Yeah.
That mud will get you. Hey, yeah.
There he goes. There he goes. almost caught air off of that one. And I think he got it into first now.
Heck yeah. Coming in hot, boys.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's getting a run at it. Here he comes. Gonna go up the hill. Made it.
That's so funny. Don't die.
Uh-oh.
I let her lose her momentum.
Push.
That's good.
Man, I had to test the triple coil spring suspension in the rear, guys, and see how she could hug the corner up there. That thing actually rides stupid smooth.
Really?
Yeah.
I caught some air right there.
Dude, all that crap, I didn't feel none of it. It's good.
Hey.
That's some good engineering y'all were doing there, Germany, because I was smacking crap. They said I almost caught air there.
If you would have hit
Could
right
you
here, you probably would have.
imagine if we got this thing airborne?
Yeah.
We should try. Maybe if I can get going this way and then come down that way.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
it right there.
I'm gonna get back here in case he catches air.
Oh yeah, caught air.
And the door's all open.
Up there, it landed, and I was like, dang! And then the door was like, boom, it popped open. Oh man, did she look good?
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is why we do it.
As it smacked, I was like, there went that little extra oil pan off the front.
It was way up in the air. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look at it.
It was like this high off the ground.
You know, Bill, I like to live life dangerously, and earlier I was singing I Should Have Been a Cowboy by Toby Keith, and he passed away, R.I.P., so I wanted to dedicate this second jump to him.
All right, approach number 2. Here he comes. Needs to do it right here. Man, if he got real fast, he'd get air off that. I'm gonna get him to line up right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I ain't got no brakes, Bill. I can't be stopped. I'd like to dedicate jump number 2 to Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
Jump number 3 to Dale. Jump number 4 to, hell, I don't know, whoever needed it today, because that was a blast. I could sit here and ramp this thing all day. I wish I could hit it faster. They're lucky I can't grab second.
We can start you up at the top of the hill.
Holy crap.
It might bend it though. We probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely
It's-
done no damage at this point.
Yeah. All the wheels are still on it.
It's like, we don't want to tear it up now. We've got the shifter wired together, grabbing gears. Hey, she's working. What else could you ask for?
She's rigged.
I am quite sure this is how they pictured this car being used.
With Puddin' Knievel at the wheel.
Damn right. Most people don't know, I'm really just trying to get ready to plow my field here so we can plant corn this year. So that's just some good rutting right there where we can till her up. What do you think, Bill? Impressed? Does it look good in there?
That's a heck of a jump, honestly. It was way, it's pretty high.
Well, if it's leaving back there and then hitting,
Here, yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what's hitting, but it ain't oil pan because there's still oil in it. So to say I'm impressed, that don't even cover it. I mean, I got the front airborne at least, slid it up here, had tires spinning around the brush pile a couple times. 4 cylinders of fury. Guys, what else could you ask for? You're lucky we can't shift this thing with a clutch, and I can't rebuild that carburetor because they don't sell a kit here. Because rebuilt carb on this thing, she'd really be a screamer. All these salt or high speed drag or land speed record guys, the salt people,
Yeah.
they got push cars. Y'all holler at me if you need to borrow the Torolla, because she's one hell of a push start car. Oh yeah, there's just a little bit of grass in there. Luckily it was pretty much all core support and sway bar.
Rusted core support and sway bar.
Yeah, but that rusted core support didn't bend, did he? She took it like a champ, and that's good engineering. Well, we've had quite the blast with this thing. It's been a doozy of a day here. I say we park her. What do you think, Bill? Go park it?
One more time.
Yeah. Well, you got to drive it to park it, don't you?
One more time around the brush pile and see your drifting experience.
I don't think you're going to push it up the hill.
I don't either. It's pretty soft right here. Oh, here he comes. He's lead footing it. There he goes. Oh, here he comes again. He's got all of it.
Ain't got enough power.
Uh-oh, here we go again. Let it have it, all of it. Don't hold back, Jacob. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Sorry guys, I was supposed to just come over here and park it, but man, if you were behind the wheel too, you'd see that's fun. Coming this way, I let off the gas where she was just idling. Then right about in here, she acted like she ran out of fuel, which is good, because we're just gonna tuck her up in here in the salvage. Whoa, Betsy, up here next to the bubble top, so be careful. We'll have to get her back out when we're ready, but she rolls now, so that ain't no big deal. Keep her coming, keep her coming. That's all right. Pull her into gear. Man, we're gonna call that success, guys. All them jumps. We never lost our body filler here. Let me pull it off there to show you this tip-top shaped car y'all think I'm tearing up out here. Doing all them bracing, or all them jumps, as I was bracing in here and only barely shoved my foot through these floor pans, knocked them down more. But pretty safe to say she's a high performance jumping machine. We joked about that suspension being for a pre-runner, and then by the end of the video we turned her into a pre-runner. Yeah. And I know it's a little rough on her, but to build something up, just like in boot camp, guys, they break you down and then they build you up from there. So we broke her down a little bit today, and from here on out we can just build her up a little bit. Were you impressed?
Yeah, she flew quite well. It's kind of funny watching that thing fly through the air.
Yeah,
I don't know, something about
I was impressed to say the least. She is.
Oh, the batteries.
Yeah, batteries flying everywhere. We're lucky we never lost that thing. I think the guys got jealous of all the fun I was having. They don't want me to get my big black go-kart and come T-bone them. Slick Fetty comes on the inside, passing Bill. Well, I'm gonna let them play and have some fun, guys. Man, I appreciate y'all being here, watching. Just the support of y'all coming back time and time again, where we can have fun, try to make y'all some good videos. Uh-oh, did Bill die? Bill may be in coal, or yeah, he's in dead water. Maybe he's out of gas, who knows? Got the gas over there to Slick. They seem to think he's just out of gas, which is good. Anyhow, guys, thank y'all for being here. Now on this Will It Run, everything went pretty smooth. Obviously, if we were gonna make that a super good driver, transmission linkages would have to actually be fixed. I'm sure that's just some type of plastic bushing that's probably obsolete in America. Then we would only need brake parts, which are probably obsolete, and we're gonna need clutch parts, which is probably obsolete as well. Y'all know I've wanted one of these Mercedes for a while, but I don't know why. I just know I like how the car looks. So that being said, I didn't really know what I was getting into. I've never even looked underneath one of these cars. I've never even looked up a single part for them, except for earlier. I looked through O'Reilly's to see if I could get a carburetor kit for it, and it showed not available for delivery or order or whatever. So I'm just assuming we're gonna do a little research tonight, see what it really takes to get some parts for these things. Obviously that one has some rust in it. We didn't really know what we had in this car. Like I said, it had a bunch of snow on it when we bought it. So this was kind of our first little shakedown of it. And I had a blast with it. And that's all we did with it. I'd be able to sleep at night. But I've been wanting to do something with one. Y'all know I like everything slammed down. You got to change the stance. Stance makes a car look good, or a truck look good. So you got to have the right stance. So we're gonna have to adjust it, a little altitude adjustment. Those wheels, yeah, the 13s look cool for what it is. Just set it there, buddy. Is it going? Yeah. You kids have fun. Hell, at least they'll ride them. My kids won't. They don't want nothing to do with them. So it's gonna be interesting to adjust altitude with that thing though, with that goofy suspension and rear differential and everything. So we'll just have to look into some things. And like I said, the 13s, you got to go with a little bit bigger wheel, probably, maybe. But then, like I said, that pattern's hard to find wheels for. But I haven't really looked for aftermarket wheels. But I'm usually not an aftermarket wheel kind of guy. So y'all can see some of my concerns and hiccups, and who knows, you know. Let me ponder on it tonight. Do a little research on it tonight. We'll see what feels right. That sun sure is bright. Quit walking into it. Turn around. Thankfully, I didn't lose too much energy today, coming off being sick, just losing my voice a little bit. But other than that, today went pretty dang good. I had a blast. So that's it. Guys, I am on the Instagrammer, I am on the Patreon, I am on the Facebooker, puddins.fab.shop for that good quality merchandise. We appreciate all the support there. And I reckon that's it. I just got to get this shop cleaned up before I go in tonight, where we're ready for a fresh start in the morning. And boom, baby, do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. If you're sitting there and you just need to throw a few hours of work at a Mercedes to have you a rally rig, just go do it.